Hello and happy Halloween. I would be remiss if I didn't spend a little bit of my time talking about this, as I am someone who people know if they've watched any of my videos or had anything to do with any of my stuff. I am someone who absolutely adores the Silent Hill series, and the fact that they remade this is Silent Hill 2, by the way, the remake, if you didn't know. If you're somehow in the dark and didn't know that about a month ago this came out, much to the excitement of fans everywhere, because Bloober Team did a good job with it. But I am a huge Silent Hill fan. I have streamed all the games on my Twitch at one point, in full everything I know about them, and talked about them, and did all the stuff. And I wanted to do just a quick, this isn't a full playthrough. I might do a full playthrough of this at some point on my channel. I have played through it once. I've messed around with it a little bit. I haven't really delved deeply into Silent Hill 2, but I do have initial first thoughts after having played the game that I would like to, kind of expound upon you, the player base. I should be walking instead of running so I can talk and fully take in the atmosphere of Silent Hill, because that is the one thing that I think Bloober Team did the absolute best here. The atmosphere. They have made Silent Hill 2 a beautiful, beautiful game in which there's a lot to be said for it. You feel like it captures the spookiness, the oppressiveness, and it captures a lot of the charm of the original Silent Hill 2 very well. This, if this is like anyone's first foray into the world of Silent Hill, then they're in good hands here. I feel like I do want to talk about criticisms, and a few other things. I fully endorse this. I do think the price tag's a little steep, but if you're a fan, you should get it. If you're someone who just enjoys the casual horror game, just wait until it's on sale someday or whatever. There's a big cutscene here when I go in here, but just like all the after Homecoming, all doors in Silent Hill games now have physics. There's a big cutscene here where you meet Angela. I'm gonna skip it. I want to comment for a minute on just the character model of this. I do miss Angela as a real voice. She's a character that I miss a bit.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Lost?
Yeah. Looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
In all the years that I've played this, I never really thought it was weird that Angela was looking for her mother in a graveyard. Just saying. We're not going to go back, but I want to do comment on the characters. So that'll be the first thing I do here in this playthrough, because they've changed some fundamental things about the characters and about the dialogue, as you may have noticed from that example of a cutscene in this game. Angela there, James there, does not say my favorite line in the entire game, and that is a sin. I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way. He doesn't say I'm going to town either way. He just says I'm going either way. I want James to go to town, man. But Angela, they changed her character to make her more of a scared little girl, which she is, I feel like, but she just feels like that. Like, I don't know. I liked the other version of her that was just more sassy. The lost. It's only the one road. You can't miss it. And then later she's like, you said your dead wife was dead, right? This is New Game Plus mode, so I'm kind of looking out. I hear it. I'm going to get the chainsaw for the first time. This is, yeah, here we go. So that's where you pick up a new item. So I'm going to put that away, though, because... Can I... How do I... Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I played this with a controller the whole time, and it's weird playing it without the controller. There we go. That feels so much better. I played it all the way through with my controller, and for some reason I was just getting used to playing with my mouse and keyboard. This feels so much better. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, Angela, I don't know. They added a new cutscene with her. They've softened a lot of her dialogue. They've softened her character in general, which is fine, but I just feel like she should be... I just liked the old version of her better, where she was like sassy and like kind of like way more angry. Like now she when she gets angry, it kind of feels out of character. Eddie, on the other hand, I love this new version of Eddie so much better. He is fantastic. I'll pick up the note. I don't think I'm gonna... well, I can't pick that up anyway. But yeah, they added...
Anyone in here?
They added more to like different parts of the game. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I've missed in here. Oh, I can break glass with the... Oh, I could break into this car. That's why it's telling me I can break glass. So you can break windows now. Anyway, we're here to get the keys, so I'm just gonna keep walking and talking. But they made Eddie like look like he's a teenager in this. You can like open lockers and drawers and stuff to find stuff. It's all very interactable. But Eddie is just way creepier now too, and like the parts where Eddie's supposed to be creepy, he has like this spooky laugh. He doesn't eat pizza anymore. You can't James doesn't tell him, you know, how can you just sit there and eat pizza? He's in a movie theater like eating ice cream with his bare hands now. And they put these neat little things in the game also that are like, this is like a scene from an earlier part of Silent Hill 2, or a scene from Silent Hill 2 that they took out of this game. Like, this would be the tunnel where you first get your plank, where you crawl in there and the monster's in there. But it's not now. They changed this part of the game. They changed the whole opening part. I will talk about that shortly. But I want to talk about the characters a little bit more. So yeah, I love Eddie. They also have changed Maria for the better, like significantly. Like, Maria is great. But they've softened her a lot too, to the point where later when she starts getting weirder and more angry at James, those parts feel off. There's a whole section of the hospital that they've completely not changed the dialogue for, and it's like the latter part where Maria meets you in the other world, and she's like, all you care about is that dead wife of yours. By the way, this is 100% spoilers. I will probably put that in the description of the video. I'm spoiling everything here. I'm not going to not spoil this, so if you want to be spoiled, don't watch the rest of this anymore. But when she's like, all you care about is that dead wife of yours, or the anyway, what do you mean anyway? You know, and like stuff like that. Like, she doesn't feel so angry anymore. She just is kind of like sad. She's kind of, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. Maria doesn't feel quite the same, but I do like her. Like, the parts where you have to follow, where she's following you around, you have to escort her. She, like, comments on stuff. She kind of, like, gets mad at you if you take too long to do stuff. There, we got the map. You can access the map at any time while you're walking. You can't move with the map. You can just, yeah. But they also have added, like, interiors to a lot of areas. I'm not going for, like, a speed run or anything here. I'm just kind of wandering around. I forget. I think the road is out this way if I go far enough, right? Yeah. But I can break into cars now, so let's see. Is there anything in this car worth breaking into? Yeah, James has to break into... James has to do his best, his level best to break into stuff, to be a vandal. He will also pull out his weapon automatically when enemies are around. He'll also put it away when enemies... There is a box there. I wonder if later, if I do come here, if there is something in that little box. I just noticed that. Huh. But they have places like this that you can go into now. There's kind of this whole ongoing little thing here where you can read stuff like this. I'm not going to read it right now, but you can also flip. It talks about a man who was angry and obsessed, and he came in and he was freaking out, and he bought flowers. And I think they're talking about James when he was visiting Mary in the hospital, and he buys her flowers. I don't want the damn flowers. What is this? Blood? Hope this is not Chris's blood. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. We don't have to break into this car. It's already broken into. Break into the car, Brims. I'm not gonna do that all the time. I like the... Oh, I keep trying to take that off, but... Yeah, you can still wander around, explore Silent Hill. I'm gonna do a lot of that. This whole opening little video is just gonna be me exploring around a bit, but... I'm not done talking about the characters yet. Laura, the little girl, I love the way they've changed her design. She's another character where they've kind of made her more mad at James than she was before, which she always kind of was mad at James, but I feel like they've made her even sassier. And there's just the part where she locks him in the hospital in the door. She calls him a fart face like 3 times, and she's just like, fart face, you are a fart face, and it's just like, it feels very unnecessary. So they still kept this part, you know, very calm, very much the same. And then there's, of course, James himself. Yeah, so anyway, I'll talk about him in a minute. Well, yeah, let's talk about that. James feels... Every little bit of his dialogue is voiced, first of all, which is great. As it should be. Like, I feel like... Yeah, I missed this the first time. This is here still, this tombstone that has all the nickname, the remains of Blood Swamp. This is where we'll get our weapon, though. We have to go in here. We have to follow that guy. Oh, wait, not yet. Not there yet. It's like the next one. Yeah, in here. Blood. We'll just use the chainsaw, because that's how I feel today. I don't need your sympathy for the devil. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of new areas and stuff. But yeah, James just feels... He feels right. Like, he's not as dorky as he was before.
Hello?
Oh, you pulling out that chainsaw, James? You getting ready? Can you not? Can you put the chainsaw away, please? We're not... No, it's not... What? He did the thing. I don't know. He won't put the chainsaw away, so you're just gonna have chainsaw noises in the backgrounds. Okay. Yeah, James can crawl under stuff now, and there's a lot of really gross stuff he crawls under. He feels like a man determined, a man who is gonna stop at nothing to find his wife. He just doesn't feel like as much of a dork as he used to. Like the old James Senator was such a like a loser, and that was one of the things I loved about him so much. He'd just be like Maria gives him the ring in the hospital after opening the fridge, and he's like, thanks. He was such a doormat. I absolutely loved that version of James. Like, he just dumb. Hey, also, they have changed this. It's called a health drink, but it clearly says nutrition supplement. So they are now nutrition supplement. It's the greatest sin this game has committed. They changed the name of the health drink to nutrition supplement. And there's no med kits. Instead you get syringes. Which take the place of like med kits, and there's no ampoules. I guess syringes are ampoules are kind of syringes, I don't know. Anyway, here's this cutscene. Radio. What's going on with that radio? We're not under a bridge this time. We're an overpass. We're right here. So let's talk about the combat a little bit. They have made this game very combat heavy. They've tweaked all the bosses to be much harder. For the most part. There's one boss fight, the two Pyramid Head boss fight. They have not changed up.
Stay back.
No. It's not. What the hell is it? Yeah, I do miss the. What the hell is it? It's not human. Yeah, classic James, man. But the two Pyramid Head boss fight is untouched for the most part, except the Pyramid Head can throw a spear at you now, and that felt really cheap compared to like everything else that they did to improve this. Here's a syringe. Here's a dirty, not rusty syringe that we can inject into ourselves for health. James Sunderland, a man of drugs. Anyway, let's listen to that. Oh yeah, break the glass and listen to the radio. Mary has never sounded more coherent. Jam! Jam, my life is pain. The game definitely feels it feels good. It feels right. My biggest criticism of this game is that it being a modern game, they felt like they needed to tweak it. As you can already see, by this changing in this, by what they've changed in this opening area of the game, the creators, this is just kind of have created a whole thing here where and, oh, he doesn't come out of there. Huh. I thought I always missed an enemy just coming out of here, but I guess that's just a sound. Maybe he comes out of here. The creators of the game, Bloober Team, the people who made the remake is what I meant to say, they've added so much. They've padded out Silent Hill 2 in ways that it didn't need to be padded out. Now this opening bit being what it is kind of nice. I do like that part of it. Let's go for a little adventure here. Let's have a little fun time. This opening bit where you don't have a light and you get to explore all these places is kind of annoying. Like, I'm gonna grab notes and not really read them. And wait, what does that? The scraping noise again. Yeah. So this like talking about Pyramid Head briefly. He is around. He's something. Pyramid Head's, I don't know. I don't think he's any more intimidating in this game than he ever was, if I'm honest. But they did return Pyramid Head back to his non-movie version. You get out of here! I don't want to see you in my town anymore. I got better things to do. There's like little interactable type stuff like this in here. The chainsaw is just as powerful as ever. It kills everybody in like one hit. I wonder if it kills like later enemies in one hit. This game still has all the usual suspects. It has the lying figures. You've seen them. They basically do that. They run around. They have the little under the you know, on the ground run around thing. They spit at you if they get a chance. They also hit back because they have made the combat definitely much more intensive in this game. It's much more combat heavy. I'll demonstrate. I'm just using the chainsaw because I like it. But what we should do for a minute, just to give you the full Silent Hill 2 experience here, is they have made the combat like very just technical, I suppose would be a good word for it. Like you have to actually do certain things to see where. I meant to turn the radio off. I was gonna try to do an entire playthrough without the radio, but there's stuff like, yeah, there's these little cutscenes. You can dodge. Oh, I didn't dodge him good enough. Yeah, that's how combat typically goes in this game. The mannequin enemies will run behind cover and hide from you. They'll go into like places and try to like hide and like, yeah, and be sneaky and set up stealthy traps, and it's really annoying. Oh, this is new. Do you love her? Do you really love her in sickness and in health? Words simple. Huh. That's new. That's not in the, that's only in New Game Plus. Huh. I feel like, yeah, there's all kinds of books in here. Huh. These are like hints at the endings, I think. So when I played this before, I got the in-water ending. Yeah, and this will be the last one, right? This will be the best ending? The Road to Tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, those are references to all the three main endings. Because they made the Maria ending a main ending. So we've got the Leave, the In-Water, and the Maria ending. And those are kind of hints that they added in the New Game Plus mode. That's kind of neat. So yeah, I'm finding new stuff. Oh, they have the roaches in here. The only thing they changed about the roaches is that they can now climb walls to be extra annoying. Oh, you've also come in here. You can just not. They mostly just set off the radio. There is an achievement for not playing this without the radio, and that's why I was talking about doing it without the radio. But I'm mostly just trying to get endings. I don't really care too much. I'll run up achievements whenever I feel like running up achievements, but that's not today. I'm just mostly talking about the game. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the combat. I also don't know how I feel about the game being so intensive with like, oh, look who all it is. Go back to using the... They will get up, just like they always did. They've padded parts of the game out, like, for instance, when did we ever need more of the labyrinth? Who asked for that? Oh, come on. Wow, why are you so tough? I'm switching back to my dang chainsaw, man. Also, you can use health drinks automatically by pushing Y. Or whatever your buttons you have set to. That's on my controller. Yeah, we're going back to the dang chainsaw, man. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of this nonsense. But, let's see. Yeah, so, like, they've made the, like, every section of the game significantly longer, regardless of what... The chainsaw is kind of slow, I've noticed. Yeah. Come on, cops, you got something for me here, right? I know there was some stuff, like items that I hadn't found the first time around. Just defacing the police car because I feel like it. But look at this. Silent Hill has never looked so good. Like, I just felt like they didn't need to pad out the game so much. Like, Brookhaven Hospital for me is the high part of this game. It always was my favorite part, but it's still the best. Like, I do like the Woodside and Blue Creek apartment buildings quite a bit. I do like, they made the whole prison section that used to be just like a couple like cell block corridors, and then like you'd go to the get the horseshoe and the wax doll and melt that and make the handle for the thing, and now there's an entire like massive level there. Like they added a new boss in the hotel, like, or a mini boss or whatever you consider it to be. I don't know. It just feels like they've padded out the game to be. There's an achievement for beating the game in under 10 hours, and it's like, yeah, that sure is an achievement with this being what it is. They've made it too much, in my personal opinion. Like, too much Silent Hill can be a bad thing. Silent Hill 2 didn't need this much. You get out of here. Oh, I told you to hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. There's definitely, like, just stuff that it didn't need before. Yeah, this is a little thing for a hint about a puzzle to get extra stuff inside a grocery store. I don't like that he just does this and you can't do anything about it. You will, sooner or later, you will see Pyramid. Good old Pyramid Man. Is there something around here, like a health drink or something? He seems like he's looking at. It feels like he's looking at something. Huh? I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe it's over here more. No, I don't know. Health drinks usually aren't just out in the open anymore. They're inside of stuff. Like inside of cars or inside of like buildings. Anyway, I wanted to show you, this is my favorite thing. This is what made this game for me. I have always wanted, always, to be able to go inside the Happy Burger. And now, thanks to the magic of Silent Hill 2 Remake, we are inside the Happy Burger, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, 2024, we did it. This is the pinnacle of our society. We can't go anywhere but down. I mean, it's just a restaurant, right? It doesn't even really look like a McDonald's. It just looks like a regular restaurant, which is odd. You think they would have made it, but they do have this. Feel the craving. You just can't help it. Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get at McDonald's today. Or it could be like BK and have it your way. Hi. This is the happiest place on earth, dang it. I don't want you messing up my Happy Burger. Get back in the kitchen. I don't know. Can't go through there. But we can crawl under here. For more Happy Burger excitement. Get another syringe. And you need all the healing items and everything else you can get. Somebody's out there defiling my Happy Burger. Let's get him. What do you think you were doing? So yeah, anyway, overall the Silent Hill 2 remake is really good. Like, I hope I've said enough in this video. Like, I just don't really like how they've padded out, like, the final boss, for instance. They added, like, multiple stages to that. Beyond the just Mary is flying around. Now there's a stage where the cage that she's in turns into a giant spider, and you have to, like, the metal parts come off as, like, limbs. You have to fight that in, like, this underground water maze. There's a part where you have to, like... And then after that, you have to, like, fight it again. Like, on the ground when she's coming after you on, like, the upper floor. I don't know, it all feels very unnecessary. It feels like they added way too much to the game that didn't need to be in it. It was fun. It has a ton, you know, the combat being clunky and stuff was you know, people didn't really enjoy that, I get it, but nowadays the combat is, or in this game, the combat's too much. Silent Hill felt dead. It felt like lifeless. It felt like there was nothing here for James, and you know, there is a hole here. It's gone now. I'm glad they kept stuff like this, but you know, in the end, I feel like this remake has a lot of stuff that's superfluous, unnecessary, that was added because of the modern generation of gaming has to have so much content. They have to earn the $70 price tag. I would have been happy with just Silent Hill 2 with updated graphics and voice acting and some of the other improvements. They've really changed some of the characters for the better, and they've really changed some of the... Just seeing Silent Hill 2 realized in this way is worth it. Overall, like I said, I would pass on this if you were not a hardcore fan of the series. Watch a playthrough. Every YouTuber and streamer has played this by now. It's the big game. It's going to be one of the top games of the year. Like, anybody has played this by now. Anybody who's everybody has a playthrough of this by now, I'm sure. Multiple, even. I'll probably stream it at some point, just because I have to stream. I have this need to stream every Silent Hill game. I might even do a playthrough on here. But for now, hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Hope you've enjoyed Doki Doki and some of the other things we've done this year. I will see you next time as we move in towards the Christmas season. Take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and yeah, we'll see you next time.